Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Star Wars Rebels Season 1 Episodes 1 and 2, Spark of Rebellion, which was directed by Stuart Lee and Stephen G. Lee, and was written by Simon Kingberg and released on October 3rd, 2014. So yeah, but it's the two-part series premiere of Star Wars Rebels. I will say before getting into this review, I have already watched all of Rebels beforehand, but I've only watched it once, so this will be my second time watching it, and I watched seasons 1 through 3 right before season 4 came out, and then I watched season 4 as it aired. So it's been a few years now since I've watched the series, so excited to definitely get into it again. I really enjoyed it. Definitely, a lot of the episodes from seasons 2, 3, and 4. Season 1 had some pretty good episodes also. Like this one, I definitely thought this premiere episode was a pretty good one. Like I said, it is technically the first 2 episodes as a two-parter, but it's pretty much just one. So yeah, it's just because most episodes are like 22 minutes. For this one's a 44-minute episode. So yeah, but I thought it introduced the Ghost Crew nicely. Obviously, I will say like Sabine and Chopper don't get as much to do in this episode as the others. Obviously, it's very much about introducing Ezra to the other members of the Ghost Crew. And in this episode, he interacts with Kanan and Hera and Zeb more than Sabine and Chopper. So yeah, but I really love the interactions with Ezra, Kanan, and Hera. Because a big point about the episode is Ezra finding out about his Force abilities, and Kanan and Hera are kind of secretly testing him throughout the episode, few moments I really liked. Ezra finding Kanan's lightsaber in a holocron, and Kanan finding out and talking to him and whatnot, and that's when Kanan kind of gets the idea, I guess, to test him maybe, because he is starting to, think Ezra has, Force abilities. Also, another moment, at the end of the episode, they drop Ezra back off on the Thal, and he goes back to his tower home place, and Kanan comes there and talks to Ezra, talking him into staying with the Ghost Crew and whatnot. But what's probably my favorite part of the episode was, Kanan, Zeb, Sabine, and Chopper are on board this Imperial transport ship, and, Hera and Ezra are on the Ghost, and, both of them learn that it's a trap and they can't contact, the rest of them. So Hera convinces Ezra to go warn them, which, Ezra is someone who's only looked out for himself up until this point. And so, Hera kind of gets him to do, a selfless act and, go warn them, which he does, but it ends up getting him captured by the Empire, which Ghost Crew returns a favor and does a selfless act himself and goes and saves him, showing them that it's, good to have people look out for you and whatnot. But then they go and do it for people they don't even know, and go to Kessel and free some Wookiee slaves and whatnot. So I really loved all that about that, showing Ezra that there's good in looking out for others, not just yourself. So yeah, but I thought the rest of the episode had a lot of fun paced, fast action and whatnot. I liked the moment when Kanan revealed himself as a Jedi on Kessel. Though obviously I do wish the reveals with Ezra and Kanan being Force users were a little more slower and drawn out, I guess. But it is an animated show, so sometimes I just want to get to that point and those big parts of those two characters, so that's just there. It's done with, and they can move on. So it's not a big deal to me. The episode also introduces the villains. Agent Callus, he's there on Kessel and whatnot. Also, the Grand Inquisitor kind of is in there barely. He's at the end talking to Agent Callus. There is a scene at the start of the episode with the Grand Inquisitor and Vader, talking to each other, which was added later on past the original release. So yeah, but obviously, Grand Inquisitor, he does become the main villain of this season. Obviously, he's barely in this episode, but Agent Callus, obviously, is throughout the entirety of the series. So, yeah. But I guess I'll talk about the animation also. Obviously, it's not as good as Clone Wars. That's just a fact. But I do like some of the artistic stylization of it. I do like the, Ralph McQuarrie concept art inspiration of everything. One thing I do like is the thin lightsaber blades, which I know not that many people like, but I do really, really like them. But yeah, I enjoy some of the stylization, but obviously the animation doesn't have the budget the Clone Wars had, so it's just not as good. I'd love to see a series with the Rebels style with the budget of the Clone Wars, season 7 and the Bad Batch, because obviously both of those shows look great, and I would assume have much higher budgets than what Rebels end up having, so I would enjoy something like that. But yeah, anyways, I thought it was a pretty good episode, a good start to the series, fun, fast-paced one, with some good emotional beats, and introduces Ezra pretty nicely and the rest of the Ghost crew. So yeah, it's a good series premiere. But my grade, I'm gonna give it an A-. So yeah. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this one. Next I'll be reviewing the 3rd episode, Droids in Distress, I believe it's called. So yeah. But I've recently did a review of the adult novel New Dawn, which ties into Rebels, following Kanan and Hera before the events of this. A while back I did a review of the shorts, and there was a middle grade novel, Ezra's Gamble, I think it's called, which shows Ezra teaming up with Bosk shortly before the events of the series. So you check all those out. But in the meantime, I've been Star Wars Review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.